This is an InfoBlitz Podcast Network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up with John and Yancey. My name is John Haynes, and I'm here with my co-host and friend, Yancey Seals.
What up, everybody? How you guys doing? What up, John? How's your week, man?
Week's going good, man. Week's perfect, actually. Week's going good. It's going really good. I'm starting to come out of the clouds now, and my brain fog is leaving, so I'm starting to think of things and getting good. How about you? How about you, man?
Everything's good, man. Like I say, everything's falling in place. Ain't nobody in jail. Everybody's doing well, so everything's good, man. Are you still in California? West Coast?
Yeah, still on the West Coast, still in California, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute, but yeah, I'm still down here and enjoying the sunshine and the rain and all that stuff. The rain was good though. I like the rain actually, man.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been good sitting, visiting with my brother and hanging out here with him, and we went to Norm's restaurant the other day. And the reason why, man, is because that was the first restaurant we ever went to when I was a little kid. The first restaurant my mom and dad took us to was Norm's.
Okay.
And we didn't, back in the day, we didn't go to restaurants like we do nowadays. When you go to a restaurant back in the day, it was an event. It's like, whoa. So, and I remember the first one was Norm's. We saw one off the freeway, so we all stopped in there. Me, Eric, and Netta stopped in there, and had a bite to eat. It was good. Memories were good. It wasn't the same one, of course,
No.
because we were in
Montclair.
what is it?
Montclair.
Montclair, but we weren't in Los Angeles. We was in Montclair, which is cool. It's a nice little restaurant.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, listen, there's so much been happening. I've been trying to catch up, Yancey. Oh my God. One thing I can say that I'm really happy about, man, are the universities. Columbia University, USC, Ohio State, George Washington University, Cal Poly, Humboldt, Emory University, Fashion Institute of Technology. I'm going down the list. Excuse me. And I say these because they were protests at these different universities, and they were protesting Israel and and I'm not going to say the war. Everybody's saying the war in Israel. That is not a war that's going on over there. It's basically genocide.
Yeah, and I was listening to the news broadcast out there. I'm not sure who I listened to yesterday, but the candidate for California senator, he's going up against I forgot his name. His name's Steve Garvey. Everyone knows him. He used to be
We know Steve Garvey, yeah.
Garvey used to play baseball with the Los Angeles Dodgers first baseman years ago. He came out and said that the kids that are doing this protesting. Now, this goes to show you where he is and what he believes about the Constitution are all terrorists. He called them terrorists.
Terrorists?
Call them terrorists. The Constitution gives you the right to protest. What do you mean? It's the right to protest, not terrorism. They have the right to protest and speak their mind, to tell people how they feel about certain things. It's not nothing terroristic about that. So Steve Garvey is completely and totally
yeah, he's way right. The thing is, I mean, right in the right field. The thing is that's not a baseball punt, but anyway, the thing is, man, is they don't understand. Most people do not understand the Constitution. They don't read the Constitution. They go by what someone tells them. This is a la 1960s and 68s when the people in the college students were protesting against the Vietnam War, when they were protesting against the civil rights, when they were protesting is part of what is part of America, is part of what our civil rights allow us to do. And this is nothing new. I mean, the thing that cracked me up is that everybody's looking like, oh, this is all new. Oh my God, look what they're doing. I'm like, they were doing worse than that. And let's not forget Kent State when the police officer killed students that were protesting. Protesting is part of what we're supposed to be doing when we do not agree with what our government is doing. And right now and I can tell you that Biden has a really big problem right now with his position and the United States position with Israel. And so they're bringing it to their attention. And the thing that bothers me, the thing that concerns me is what are they going to do when it comes down to voting, that big sign behind you.
Yeah. The question is, okay, Biden has a problem with it, with the Palestinian versus Israel issue going on. My question was, so you guys gonna say I'm gonna stay home and give my vote to Trump? Because
No.
which is the better of the two evils? If you call them both evil, which is the better of the two evils? You know what I'm talking about? So you got to do one. You can't
You,
just sit
you
on.
got to do one, and I don't see. I see our position as being misinformed, and then following suit because it's something that we've always done. If you're going to look at the two individual men, and you're looking at them, Biden did something this past weekend when he had an interview with Howard Stern, and it really shows strength. Now, some people will say this is weakness. He talked about how after his wife and his son was killed in a car accident, how he wanted to drink, get really drunk, and he contemplated jumping off of a bridge in his hometown, and commit suicide. Um, that is strong to say, to bring people into that, to bring the world
Mhm.
into that thought, what he was thinking back then. I find that extremely strong. And then meanwhile, you have the individual in courtroom harassing witnesses in his court trials.
Mhm.
You know, if you want to look at the difference between the two men, to me, that there's a big difference.
Yeah, to almost to the point that there is no difference. To the point that you can't even, you can't compare. What I'm trying to say,
No,
you
you
can't.
can't. Yeah, you can't. There's a difference. You can't compare them.
Yeah,
There's no comparison.
no, no,
You
no,
know,
no.
I mean, Uh, I think that Biden has lived his life, whether wrong or right, because he did some things I didn't agree with, and that's the thing. Did some things I didn't agree with, but he's still to me the better man, and he's a better person that I would want to have follow lead the nation, or I'd be proud with my grandkids to say, yeah, I'm proud. This is our president. If on Donald Trump, I could not say I'm proud. This is my president. The guy's a
Correct.
convicted sex offender.
Mhm.
He's on 91 charges that everyone's, oh, these are all trumped up. 91 of them.
Mhm,
Come
mhm.
on. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be dumb.
That's why I don't get John. I just don't understand how people just took vacation of their common sense. Their
I
common
like that.
just gone, man. And then just this is believing everything this guy just spews. I mean, okay, let's do like this. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he's 100% innocent. He didn't do none of it. None of it. Okay. Just the mere perception. Sorry. Just the mere
See,
perception is not good enough for me to put you in that front office. I can't do it.
that's right. I remember when I was working, and I was hired by one of the Fortune 5 to do one of their clinics. And one of the things they were talking about was one of the things that we were going through, I guess, this kind of immersion type of thing into their culture, their corporate culture. One of the things that they said is the perception of impropriety is actually worse than impropriety. Okay, the perception is going to go a lot further. So don't put yourself in a position where you can perceive to be doing something that is wrong.
Right.
Because if you're in the light, if you're in on the spotlight, and and people perceive you to be doing something wrong, that's gonna take more fire, and it's gonna take more. It'll spread faster than if you actually just did it.
100%.
This and which may not be good, but the thing is, like you were saying, perception is huge.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that. I had to learn that perception is huge. So I
Perception,
mean,
perception is reality. So my perception is my reality, and my
yeah,
reality is 100%. So what I perceive and see and take in, I'm going to possibly believe that.
exactly.
So this is what's going on. The perception. You don't want the perception of improprieties in front of you. You don't want that.
No, you don't. I mean, I just I just think that the difference between the two men is very, you can see the difference big as is that there's as wide as the Grand Canyon. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, when you think about that, when I think about that, that's what I think about now. I think that, and I really have to say this, that we as a society, we have to stop. Well, I know we don't, I shouldn't say we have to stop. Is something that I find as a concern is that we as a society take on tags.
Mhm.
We take on like, oh, you're a Republican, or you're a Democrat, or you're a liberal, or you're a conservative, or you're this, or you're that, and we allow these tags to run our lives. And the thing that concerning with me is that the people that are tagged with Trumpsters or the right wing, they follow a set ideology. It's already set, and they all follow the same thing.
Mhm.
However, on the other side, they don't follow the same. I mean, it's all over the place. I mean, there's some things that I agree with the Republicans on. There's some things I don't.
Yeah.
But you will never find a Republican saying, "Oh, I agree with that."
Mhm.
With the Democrats, they're not going to say that.
No.
Because they've been uh, brainwashed, for lack of a better word, into believing what they're told,
Now,
and
now
that bothers me.
let's qualify that statement just a tad bit. Now, the Ronald Reagan Republicans, the
Uh,
Daddy Bush Republicans, those are people, they understand, they get it, because I remember saying, I forgot who it was. I think it was a senator from Oklahoma. It was during the Biden during his Biden's State of the Union, and he was talking
okay.
about the issue with the border, and
Hmm.
how the Democrats and Republicans came to agreement to create a border solution.
Yeah.
And filmed over, panning his camera over to the senator from Oklahoma. I forgot his name, deep voice guy, and he was saying, "Yes, exactly right. What happened? It was the Republicans who killed
Yeah.
that deal." And he actually saw it. He caught on camera saying, "Yes, that's exactly what happened." And he actually had interviews saying the same thing. So it wasn't nothing that was misguided. He actually said it. And that's what he did.
See, and that, yeah, you're again qualifying that, because some people, like you said, the Ronald Reagan Republicans, I have no problem with. I don't have a problem with the John McCain Republicans. I have no problem with those people. I mean, I was one of those people. So I'm not going to say that I have problems with all Republicans. You will never ever, I'm going to put it like this, I have never heard a Republican or a right winger say, "Oh, I agree with anybody on the Democratic side." All of a sudden, they're all terrible. They're all the reason why America is where it is, and all of the kind of stuff. And I just don't understand the hate. I don't understand if I don't agree with you, I must hate you. I must argue with you. I must be aggressive with you. And that to me is dangerous, because if you can't sit down and disagree, right, to say, hey, we disagree, but we're friends. I mean, we disagree. I had people that were Republican and Democrat. When I was a Republican, I had friends that were Democrat. We would have fun. We would buy drinks and sit down and discuss things and have a great time. You can't do that now. There's no way you can do that now without someone being angry or somebody starting to fight. It just, and that is sad, because I used to love those discussions, and I learned something in those discussions. But we're so walled off now. Is just that if you even think about sitting down with a Democrat or sitting down with a Republican and talking, oh yeah, you're just sold out. You just
Yeah,
sold out.
yeah.
You know,
That's the whole idea of democracy, John, is the sitting down and changing different ideas back and forth. That's what democracy is all about. Democracy is
see,
not autocracy. You have one person say dictate everything to you. Let's exchange. Let's talk about,
thank you.
what's going to work, and let's move forward. That's
And see,
democracy.
and that's the thing. That's democracy. That's why I said that. I've said a long time ago that democracy was at risk, because that is democracy, right? You have the art of diplomacy, right? It's democracy. The art of concession, is democracy. You're not going to get everything you want. You're not going to get. It's not going to be the way you want it, But you come to a happy medium, and you say, okay, I can deal with that. Okay, I can go along with that. Okay, and then boom, there is none of that now.
Right.
It's just, it's really sad. And they were right. And I think I was talking with my cousin about this weekend. The Republicans went through 6 months of creating a bill for the border. and they wanted concessions, which I agreed with the concessions. They wanted concessions. They wanted certain things to happen. And then, finally Biden said, okay, fine, get the bill to the desk and I'll sign it.
Right.
Okay. And so everybody was happy the night before the vote. Donald Trump called and said, no, 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 no. We can't have that. The economy is doing great. This is doing great. The only thing I got to fight with is the border. So y'all cannot pass this bill. And they torpedoed it. And I'm like, what? You're not doing what's good for our country. You're doing what's good for this one, which is the one autocrat that they want. And if they want a king, it's like in the Bible. You want a king, and they'll give you King Saul. You want a king, they'll give it to you. God will give it to you. But it's just like, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we allowing this one person? And the only reason why he's running for office was to stay out of jail. He knew that from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm fairly convinced that the majority of the DOJ, I'm talking about the upper echelon people, and also many of the GOP, they're just 100% scared of Donald Trump.
They are
scared of this man. They don't know what this man's going to do. They don't know what this man's going to do.
Well, they're afraid that he's gonna call them out to arms like he did on January 6th. Okay, yeah. or like torpedo their individual candidates or their own campaign. I mean, the guy is powerful. You can say that until people learn that he's only in it for him. I mean, the people that went to jail, Michael Cohen and all these people, they know that he's only in it for him.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't get, I understand that most of the people that I talk to who are supporters of Trump, they actually have gripes with the government. Okay. They have gripes with the way the government is being run. Okay. We all have gripes with the way the government is being run. There's just a certain ways to go about changing it. You don't go about changing it by torpedoing and burning down everything. You just don't.
No.
You just don't, because the rebuilding process is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt a lot of people.
100%. So
Yeah.
I had a thought and I lost it.
I talk a lot. I can tell you, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, the grand jury has indicted criminal defendant, former President Donald Trump, and his chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, and 16 others in their role in attempt to overturn Trump's loss to Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Basically, it's the fake elector scam. Now that's criminal. I mean.
Yeah.
What I don't get is how we all of a sudden can throw passes to people, that's okay. They only did it because or whatever, it's just crazy, man.
The thing I don't get, John, is that we have laws, and the law says this: A, B, C. You can't do A, B, C, but you do D anyway. You do C anyway, and you're not gonna be held responsible.
No.
Come on.
But see, and this is the thing: the people that are fighting on the right, they're supposed. Well, the Republican Party used to be law and order. When I was in the Republican Party, it was for law and order. Law and order. Now, the laws of the United States, if you don't like them, then you work to have them changed. I mean, that's part of being in a democracy. You just work to have them being changed. You don't just okay, well, I don't agree, so we're not going to participate, and then we're gonna burn everything else down because we don't agree. It's just it's non-democratic. It's non-American.
Right.
And
hard to get them changed as through the Supreme Court, what Donald Trump did. Now these idiots on the Supreme Court are real close to saying, yeah, we'll give you some immunity. What they're doing, they're gonna kick it back to the lower court and have them identify what is personal and what is official. How long is that gonna take? Well, that's gonna take years.
Oh, that's the delay tactic. See, the Supreme Court, they know they can't just come right out and support this idiot, but they do what they've been doing. Like you said, they're going to kick that back down. I believe, at least I believe they're going to kick that back down. They're going to say, well, what's like you said, what's public, and what's private? What's the work? What is his official duties and what's his private duties? And to me, I really, man, I know this is wrong, but if they give him lenient, if they say, well, he can go ahead and do that, that's okay. If I was Biden, I would just go ahead and do what I got
Shoot.
to do.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
I do what I got. I'm
Okay.
gonna say, okay, so I can't be.
Let me say it.
That's right. If I
I'll say it.
cannot be held responsible, I'm not leaving. So now what?
You can put me off. I'll say it.
That's right.
Here's what's gonna goddamn happen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Here's what's gonna happen. If they give that son of a bitch an immunity, Biden should go get his fucking Glock, walk over to fucking Mar-a-Lago, and shoot his ass fucking dead. Can't do nothing to him.
And you can't do nothing to him. You can't do anything to him. I mean, just think about that. I see. That's what I'm saying. I say, okay, so you guys say that they can, he cannot be held accountable because of the office of the presidency. Like I said, if I was Biden, I say I'm not leaving, no matter what. It doesn't matter. Since you're gonna have a dictator, I'll be the dictator.
The Supreme Court is fucking crooked. They're crooked.
Oh, yeah.
Get out. You got that sorry ass, stepping fetching ass Clarence Thomas sitting his nasty, stinking ass on the goddamn court, listening to his ugly, fat ass wife. And he was involved in that madness. And don't let him tell you he wasn't. That son of a bitch ain't no damn good. And the son of a bitch sitting next to him and the next to him, those three white guys, they're no damn good. Alito. Watch out.
Oh man, Alito's a see, and here's the thing. I raised the thing to I had a petition to have Donald Trump to have what's his name? Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas vacated the bench and get him off the bench, to just have him, just say, hey, look, he does not need to be a Supreme Court justice. Okay, that it was exposed. The man he's just, money hungry. The love of money is the root of all evil. And right now it's just wrong for him to sit on judging and judgment of January 6th when his wife was one of the main people involved in it. Of course not. He's not going to vote. He's going to be biased in his vote, because if not, they may have to arrest his wife.
He gonna simply do? He gonna dissent. That's what he's gonna do.
Of course.
The father gonna dissent. The father gonna dissent and send it back to the lower court. That's what's gonna happen.
So that's what they're gonna do, because they don't want an appearance of impropriety. See, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. These people know what they're not dumb. These people know what they're doing.
John,
and
for the last over 200 goddamn years, we ain't never had to worry about this. For the last 40 fucking presidents we ain't ever had to worry about this. But until number fucking 45 walked his dumb ass into the White House, here we are. Here we are.
And it's calling into question everything that democracy stands for. And that's that's what bothers me. That it has nothing to do with whether he or his people, it has nothing to do with what they want and how they want America run and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely not democratic. But they're going to call themselves patriots. I'm like, no, you're not, but I just want people to open up their eyes. The problem will be, it's just like when Rome fell. The problem is that they're not going to open their eyes until it's too late. And then they're going to say, oh, crap, but it's going to be too late then. I mean, every large civilization has fallen the same way, and the people inside get enough. And then the people that can help are blinded by hate. They're blinded by either the love of money or money. They're blinded by self-preservation, and they don't think about the preservation of other people. They don't think about, the state of other people or how someone else might perceive it. There's always an enemy. Right now, they're going to call the immigrants enemies, the people that are coming in our country. They're going to call them enemies. And to be honest with you, that has been a situation because the United States need immigrants. The United States need people to come in and pick the strawberries and all that kind of good stuff, because the people, this generation coming up is not doing it.
Yeah. Ain't even happening. So I ain't even close to do that. I want to. First of all, let me apologize to everybody, but I get real passionate when it comes to these certain things. And my mouth is went wild. So I apologize if I offended anyone's sensitivities, their sensitivity to ears, but I apologize. And I'll try to refrain the next time.
Well, I mean, it's like this is a grown-up show, man. Okay. And people do, I mean, hell, there's times when you get passionate and you'll throw some F-bombs and you'll say something because you're passionate about what you believe. I am very passionate about the Supreme Court also. I've been passionate about it. I've been calling about it for a long time. You know, that when they start stacking the Supreme Court, when they told Obama he couldn't bring in a Supreme Court justice or bring one up even for a vote
Yeah.
because they were close to an election or whatever kind of bullshit they said.
Vote
Um,
away.
yeah, and I told him then, I said, they're trying to stack the deck.
Mhm.
You know, that was way back then. They're stacking the deck. So that way, when it comes up, the Supreme Court is going to be, they're not going to be non-biased like they're supposed to be. They're going to be extremely biased, and they are. They're extremely biased.
Yeah. So here come another hot topic, you guys. John, talk to me about Netanyahu.
Oh, Lord. Now, I think Netanyahu is evil. I'll say that, and I'll say it again and again and again. He's evil. Look, when I was teaching the Bible, right? When I was teaching the Bible for 10 years, you drew everything by the Spirit. Kill,
Mhm.
steal, and destroy is the spirit of the enemy, right? That's what they say. Spirit of the devil. Okay. So what Netanyahu doing is killing, stealing, and destroying, right? And there's anyone that tells me he's not, I'm gonna say, explain it. Explain it. Explain it to me. And don't give me okay, so we have to say this. No, Hamas should not have done what they did. No. Yes, Hamas is a terrorist organization. No, I do not agree with Hamas. Okay, but then again, I don't agree with Israel killing women and children for no reason.
Mhm.
There's no reason to do what they're doing except for the annihilation and the genocide of the people of Palestine.
They want. That's what they want. They don't want no blood mixtures over there. None of that. They don't want that. They don't want mixed bloods.
And Netanyahu saying he has his nerve going to tell us that the protests at the colleges must end.
Mhm.
Like, must end? Really?
And who are you?
I know. You
Tell me.
our our tax dollars must stop going to you. How's
Right.
that? I mean, you don't have no, and I'm like, somebody needs to tell him to shut the hell up. I wish I would have told him straight, shut the hell up.
Mhm.
And I'd say a whole lot more to him. However, it's just, anyway, what do you have to say about Netanyahu, man? I hate the guy. I don't like him.
Well, first of all, I introduced that subject so I can go ahead and calm myself, but I'm not gonna cuss. I'm gonna tell you right, damn it. I mean, there it is. I have a problem with Netanyahu. For years, Netanyahu has been trying to get us into a war with Iran for years. He's coming real close to it. Biden did say that we will not be on the offensive with Iran. That's what he said. I don't believe it.
No,
I
I
don't.
don't.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't.
I believe we're gonna be right there with Israel fighting Iran because that's what they've been trying to get us into many years. They've been trying to do that for a long time. They want to get rid of Iran. They want us to get rid of them. The problem is that see, here's the problem. When the US got out of the Iran deal, a la Orange dude, and that was exactly what Netanyahu wanted also. Netanyahu said, you guys need to get out of that deal and told him that. That's what I believe happened. I don't know for sure.
Mm,
I wasn't there, but I do believe Netanyahu was a part of owner of that, getting us out of
of
that.
course. Yeah, getting us out of the talks. Yeah.
Now that we're out, now let's go ahead and annihilate them. Let us go ahead and annihilate them. They fired first at Iran, and then Iran retaliates, and then Israel said, "Well, we're gonna retaliate." Like you started the whole thing.
Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they
So
did. And here's the thing. To me, okay, Netanyahu has been attempting, like you said, to get us into a regional war because they believe that that war is going to bring in the Messiah. Okay, because they don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah. That's the reason why I don't understand how these Christians can back these people. But anyway, um, and so it's going to bring in a change in time. Okay, and they truly believe that. A lot of the people that are in the office that back Donald Trump are, and I brought this up before, that they believe the same thing. I mean, they want to bring the second coming of Christ about, and they believe that if they if they have that war over there, that it would definitely bring forth the Messiah. The thing is, to me, is that you're looking at religion, and again, we talked about religion being a myth. You're looking at religion, you're looking at people who want bloodshed. That's all that the devil wants. That's all that that Netanyahu wants. He wants bloodshed. He wants to make sure that those people are not, the Palestinians are gone. He wants to fight Iran, right? And try to take them out. Uh, One of the things is that, and I'm researching this, Netanyahu's not even Jewish. I mean,
Breaking news.
I know, right? I'm like, and then most of those guys who call themselves Jews they come from Serbia, or they come from the Caucasus Mountains, or they come from Europe. And so there's a huge study going on right now of why this is happening. And it's not just happening because, Iran and Israel hate each other, or Israel hates Iran. Iran hates what Israel did. Basically, they came over and took over that part of the world. They just said, "Hey, this is ours now. This is ours." They came over on ships. People let them in. The Palestinians let them in their homes. They let them, they let them in their country. They loved them, and all of a sudden now we taking over. We're going to have a war, and we're going to take over. And so, I
I,
think that they don't like that. They don't like what, and so they, of course, they being Iran, um, want them gone.
yeah, annihilated, gone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's again, it's a whole religious thing. It has nothing to do with policies and procedures or anything like that. It's all religion.
Yeah. So how do you get rid of them? You starve them. You waive their ability to reproduce, right? Because when they starve and they have all their body functions start to shut down. This is not fun. This is not.
No, well, the thing is, in Gaza, Israel's going to face, they're going to face war crimes, and they know that's going to happen in The Hague. They already know that's going to happen. They're going to face war crimes because of what they're doing. They're actually just, again, it's just genocide. We're watching this, and that's why I was so happy when the universities, said, "Hey, look, we can't just sit down and do nothing." And that's why I tell people, you can't just sit down and do nothing. Because people will tell you, "Oh, well, that's over there." I guess that's what they said when they came and took the land from the indigenous people here in America. The Mexicans and the people from Mexico, and the people that was indigenous here. And I don't like to call them Indians, because they call them Indians because that dumbass Columbus thought he was in India. So I mean, look, man, it's just a trip. It's just, when you look at what's happening right now, and history is extremely important. It is extremely, extremely important. And we don't seem to be grasping history very well at all.
Yeah, I totally agree, because if you don't know your history, if you don't know your history, you're definitely bound to repeat it. And you can see so many instances that we're starting to repeat things over and over and over.
It's going round and round and round. I mean,
Hey, John,
yeah.
Tennessee Congress gave the ability for some teachers to carry guns. Hold here's my thought. Oh, somebody's coming in. Oh. Shoot a child.
I don't even know what to say about that, man. It's like when they said that some teachers can carry a weapon in school. Okay. And I'm like, okay, so where are they going to carry these weapons? Are they going to keep them on their person? Are they going to keep them in a safe? Are they going to, what are they going to do? How are they going to get those weapons once they have to use them? I mean, like, and then they're talking about going out and finding the assailant. I'm like, no, no. You close your doors. You do the things that they teach them right now. You lock your doors. You close the doors. And the thing is that school districts, they have a model on how to handle lone shooters. They just don't want to pay the $400,000 in order to put the system in. There is a system.
They definitely don't want to get the Valdi police officers over there. That's for damn sure. Them bitch ass. Excuse my language.
Uvalde, the Uvalde police officers, all those guys should be in jail. All those guys should be they should be off of the police department and in jail. The thing is that, and I talked to Carl, I talked to several other officers that I know. Even I talked to Victor about it. They all are saying, look, you don't just that was ridiculous. You don't just stand there and listen to kids getting killed, and you're too scared to go in there. That just doesn't make sense. But and then if that's happening, then you shouldn't be on the police department, which bring up a whole nother topic that we really should be talking about, is nationalized standard of training for police officers. If there's no nationalized standard of training at all. So each little department, they train as the best of their ability. There should be a nationalized training that they have to go through and pass before they become police officers.
I got some thoughts about this also,
Go
and
ahead.
here's my thoughts. And it's just like, it's real simple. I believe that cops get the training they need. I really do believe they get it. I don't buy this bullshit about, they need more training not to do that. Sensitivity, the versatility training, bullshit. They get that. Here's what
No,
you
I don't need that.
Here's what you need. If you want to be a police officer in Pomona, guess where you should live?
In Pomona.
In Pomona. You want to be a police officer in LA? Guess where you should live?
In LA.
You want to be a police officer in Fontana and so on and so on? You should live in those cities.
You should live in those cities.
And work in those cities. Crackheads kick ass and go to your peaceable city and live. No, that's not the way it works. It don't work that. You know why? Because you go in Pomona and crackheads run over to the upland and live over there because you don't want to go to the markets in Pomona where you work and somebody steal your dumb ass out there and kick your ass. That's where you live.
Yes. Centralized, I think it was called policing. Yes, I agree with that. I agree that if you work in a city, you should live in that city. And that's just the way it should be. I mean, other than, like you said, you go and you uphold the law in a one city, and then you go into your gated community and live where you live, and that's just another whole story. So that would end a lot of the aggression part. As far as the aggression part and stuff that policemen, that comes from hiring, man. That all comes from, we used to have to go through these psychological testing and stuff like that. I don't know if those guys go through psychological testing anymore. Matter of fact, they're hiring police officers just about every place. Because of the people that they had to let go, and in attrition, through attrition also. But a lot of these people, you give them and I've seen it happen, you give them a badge and a gun and they become a totally different person. You put that.
I probably would. That's why I was a cop. I know I'm not cop material, but I probably become one of those idiots. Bring your ass over here. Don't you see this goddamn badge on me?
Oh man. Yeah, see, you have to have people that are not like that, Yancey. Yeah, but there are people, they are people who are not like that. I mean, yes, you get a certain I don't know, a certain power or a certain type of thing, but when you have to have empathy for people, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't have anymore. We don't have empathy, or sympathy. I mean, it's just like you get what you do what I want you to do. Police officers are no different than everybody else. However, they have the ability to take your life. and and to do things that are just totally ridiculous. But I'm talking about basic training for like how do you deal with lone shooters, or how you deal with certain tactical situations. So I guess you say tactical training they should have.
Yeah,
Um,
tactical.
uh,
Yeah.
they need that, because
Mhm,
I saw that thing in Uvalde and I'm like going, what are y'all waiting for? What's going on?
mhm,
And before, see, that's another whole thing. There was a training years ago that you go in. This is what I'm saying. You go into the situation and then you wait for SWAT to come. They tell you to what they tell us to do: secure the situation, secure the perimeter, and then you wait for special weapon and tactics to come to extract the individual. Okay, until they found out that people die that way. Okay, so they changed those rules, and I was looking at Uvalde, going like, maybe that's what they were taught. I don't know, but they said no, that's not what they were taught.
mhm.
These guys were taught to go in,
Yeah,
but they just didn't have the guts to do it.
yeah, yeah. Everybody knows that my brother's a cop, and
Very good cop.
after speaking to him about this, also he told me what they should have done when they found out that the guy was in there shooting kids. You don't wait. You go in, and your number one thing is to take him out, not to capture him. Take him out.
No, there's no capturing a lone shooter. When you have those lone shooters, you don't capture them. Like you said, their job is to go in and they'll tell you eliminate the threat.
That's right. Get rid of
Okay,
him.
you eliminate the threat. That is your job.
Mhm.
Okay, your job is not to arrest this dude, or person. Your job's not to arrest them. Your job is to eliminate the threat.
Right, because
And that means that if he's got a weapon or she's got a weapon, you got to take them out.
right, because when all that was going on, kids crying and screaming, they shouldn't have been sitting out in the hallway. They should have been busted in there and take that dude out.
So that's what I'm saying. That's another whole thing as far as tactical training. They should definitely be some type of national standard
Right.
and training. But I mean, we don't have that right now. I mean, hell, we don't. They're telling us we don't have the money to do anything because
Mhm.
we're sending it all away to other places. You know,
Maybe we
I
can
just
borrow some from Israel.
say again.
Maybe we can borrow some from Israel.
Yeah, maybe we could stop sending that money over to Israel and Afghanistan. I mean, we're still sending money to Afghanistan. It's crazy. And I'm like going, okay, no. And as far as Israel's concerned, like I tell people, like when I found out that they don't pay, their citizens of Israel do not pay for tuition. The citizens of Israel do not pay for health care. The citizens of Israel they get help with their mortgages and mortgage loan, that kind of thing. Uh, the citizens of Israel have a very good life. Okay.
Because we,
And hmm,
because we support their lifestyle.
yeah,
They should have a good life.
they're going to tell you, well, we don't, our money doesn't go to that. Our money goes to the military. Well, if our money wasn't going to the military, perhaps they would take that money and help their military. And then they can be like us. They could pay for their health care. They could pay for their rent. They could pay for their tuition. I mean, I don't get how we can actually continue to give these people billions of dollars a year. And I argued this before. And then, okay, so we're setting up a budget for the United States. They say, oh, we have to protect Israel because Israel is whatever reason. Okay, so we say, okay, fine. We give them X amount of dollars per year, X amount of billions of dollars per year, right? And we say, okay, cool. Israel's, taken care of. Then the people around them decide to attack them, and then they tell us, "Oh, we need more money." Like, what? Didn't we give you money for that?
Mhm.
Didn't we give you all kind of equipment for that? But now you need more of it?
Mhm.
And of course, the United States, and this is where the corrupt corporate capitalists come in. Of course, they're going to say yes, because you know why? They get more. They can whatever for every bomb that we explode that we give Israel to drop on Gaza, right? We have to replace that, and if we have to replace that, guess where they go to replace it? I mean, it's all about money.
Hmm. Well, y'all heard it first here, so
Well, man, and that's the thing too. They hear a lot. Your audience, you hear a lot here first. and y'all need to start giving us our props. I'm being straight up. Y'all need to start giving us our props, okay? Because you hear a lot of stuff that's happening right now. Yancey and I told y'all was going to happen before it even happened. Last year we were talking about things like this. And so y'all need to give us our props, okay? And I know I fell off a little bit, but we are going to start charging y'all, okay? Because this is good stuff.
And I want an Emmy.
Exactly. I want a damn Emmy. You're right. You're absolutely right. We want an Emmy. We're gonna start going for that. Because look, y'all need to wake up, and start supporting your brothers out here. Y'all need to support us. Say, hey, yeah, you guys, again, you can get news
Yes.
anywhere. Okay, anywhere.
Do us.
But
Here's how we're gonna start our support with you guys. If you support us, just start supporting us with the comments. Start with the comments. This say Yancey, I like your damn haircut. I'm gonna say fuck you, but still start with your comments. Start with comments. Comment, man. Comment. Look at John. John got a nice haircut. Look at the haircut that brother. Look at him. It looks 44. Start your comments. After you start comments, then let's grow from there. Let's grow our relationship from there. Okay, guys?
There you go. I agree. See, we ask, just like he said, just comment. Comment. That's all you got to do. Let us know. And if you know it, seriously, and the people on Facebook, they know if they disagree with me, we talk. I don't call you stupid. I don't discredit you. We talk. We have conversations. Yeah. If that's how you feel, that's fine. This is how I feel, and this is the reason why. But yeah, comment, get into a conversation with us, and then we'll grow from there, because this is almost like a something that we need to have the roots deep, because like I was saying, you could get news from any place, but can you get verifiable factual information from any place? That's going to be huge in the future. You're going to need to know what you're hearing is not something that somebody told somebody that Pookie gave him on a note, or that George and his militia group decided to tell everybody so that they can get whatever they need to happen. This is verifiable factual information, and wherever it falls, that's where it falls. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. Wherever it falls, that's where it falls.
Right, absolutely so. 100%.
All right, y'all.
So I got a real quick. I gotta ask you guys a question. Caitlin, what's her name?
Caitlin, yeah, the basketball player. Yeah.
Lady. She is now been identified, John, as the Great White Hope. The Great White Hope. What are you hoping for? Why are we keep creating these divisions of things?
Yeah.
Great White Hope. What about Asia Wilson?
Exactly.
Played for the Aces, 2 national team titles, 2 scoring team titles. She back-to-back titles, NAACP titles, no shoe deal.
None.
An 8-figure shoe deal.
Yeah.
From Nike. Where's that shoe deal? She ain't get no shoe deal. No one else got a shoe deal. She's the great, and I'm only emphasizing the great. She's a good ball player. I'm not.
Yeah, she's a great ball player. She's a good ball player.
Oh, she can go. To the tune that Ice Cube offered her a spot on the 3-on-3 men, playing with the men. She can go now.
She can ball.
That is how they take one group and polish this group and take this group and throw doo-doo at them. That's the problem.
And that's how they do it. That's how the corporate people do it. I mean, again, it's just separation, getting us to separate each other. The woman's a good ball player. I'm not going to say I'm a basketball nut, and I love watching basketball. And she's a good player. I just think that, like you said, she's the Great White Hope, and I don't understand why they say that. That, oh, well, she's a good ball player. Why can't she just be a good ball player? Why can't she just, but because, see, the powers that be have to keep us separated in order for them to continue to be in control. Okay. They have to create adversaries in order for them to be in control.
They're saying that the shit that you people stole from us, she is the great white hope to get it back. That's all they're saying.
Basically, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, it's like, look, did you call Jerry West the Great White Hope? No. Jerry West was a good ball player. It wasn't like it is now. Oh, well, she's this and she's that. And again, and here's the thing that bothered me about that whole situation. You have a coach. Oh man, her name, that's wrong, but her name evades me. You have a black coach, right? That was that coached these women to back-to-back titles. She was also, when she played ball, she was also an elite ball player, right? And instead of they're not focusing on that, they're focusing on Caitlyn.
Well,
I'm like,
Dawn, the coach.
yeah, Dawn,
Yeah.
right? The sister that actually coached.
Yeah.
I mean, the back-to-back titles. It takes a lot in order to do that. Not just players. It takes a lot of plays. It takes a lot of determination. And the most important thing, it takes buy-in of your players. They have to buy into what what you're saying and what you're setting up. And she did that. But while they're doing interviews with her, they're talking about Caitlyn. And she's a classy act. I'm gonna tell you what, the Donna's a classy act. She even in her statement, she said, I thank Caitlyn for bringing our ball playing or our the clubs to recognition. Yeah, the league to recognition. Okay, she gave her props in the middle of her accepting the championship. But then then they take it they're further and they start giving Caitlyn everything. And I'm like going, okay, see this and this. And so now my thing is, what we ought to do is stop buying stuff from Nike.
The question is, see, they do this all the time. This is not nothing that's not new.
No.
Because what's going to happen is, let's see how she fares when she gets into the WNBA. Because all the good people are in the WNBA and the NBA. You'll do well in college, but can you perform in the NBA or the
Can you perform? Yeah, can you perform in the WNBA with women who are just as good as you are?
Happens all the time in the NBA. They get these people coming out of college. He's gonna be in the and he ain't done shit. Can't do nothing.
Nope. And so I mean, and here's like again, what my thing is, if I was one of the people who bought sneakers and stuff, I would just not buy stuff from Nike. Nothing. I wouldn't buy clothes. I wouldn't buy shoe gear. Nothing.
Well,
okay, fine. Let the great white hope and the great white people go ahead and take you guys on.
We don't buy Nike in this household at all.
No, we don't. No.
We're these people. We don't. I don't support Nike. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
Me either. Me either. Not Nike. Nope. You can keep them. And the what they're charging for these, man. You know what an average sneaker costs nowadays? What, $160?
Yeah. I just talked to my family just last night. My shoe, what I pay for my tennis shoes is nothing ever never over $50.
There you go. See, you know what? It's the same thing. I have not got a pair of tennis shoes over 50. And when I paid $50 for a pair of tennis shoes, I was like, oh dear God. Yeah. Okay, but no, man. These guys are paying $200, $300, $400 for a pair of tennis shoes. Are you an NBA player? I can't see that. I just no, man. I can't see that. But they have these kids doing that.
I prefer to pay $50 for tennis shoes. I'm gonna pay and take the other $350 and put it on a stock or a second.
There you go.
Like that. Put on something that's gonna make some damn sense.
That's gonna make that's gonna do something other than wear out. And then you get these cats that they have closets full of sneakers, and the cats want to prove that it's never been worn, and they lick the sole of the sneaker. Wow. Yeah, I have. Go in the closet, pull it out. It's brand new, Brian. I'm like going, okay. Man.
Do you?
I know you do you. And they have all these sneakers in their closets. You're looking, I got about $400,000 worth of sneakers. Yeah, how are you? And what's your mortgage? Oh, I don't own this place. Oh, really?
I live with my mama in there.
Yeah, no, right? Like, yeah, I drive around in a Maserati. Where do you live? Oh, in the apartment over there on the corner. Like, okay, all right, all right. It's
And
mentality, man. It's the mentality that they drill into the younger kids now, man. Only younger people are not buying houses. They're not really doing a lot of different things that we did. Uh, a lot of people they're not even signing up to work because they're doing podcasts and making a lot of money at it, and which I'm not yet. And or they're doing different other things, in order to make money. They're not going to work like we went to work. They're not even going to get degrees in college.
yeah, yeah. So hmm, it's time. Time. It's time. Time. It's time for lots of different things, man.
It
And
is, man. There's a lot of change that's going to happen. And I believe that the people who keep up with the change are going to advance. People who don't are going to wind up being left behind. There's a lot of things that are going to challenge people's thought patterns, is going to challenge their beliefs. And I really, truly believe this is going to happen this year. And people who can understand and who remain flexible
right.
shall not break. What we used to always say: "Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not break." You know,
Is that one of the Beatitudes?
there you go. Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not break.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean, you gotta be flexible. You can't be rigid. You be rigid, you snap. In the storm, you snap.
Mhm.
You know,
Super.
and there's gonna be a storm. Hey, man, wait a minute, man. Look, before we get out of here, tell me what you think about the Lakers.
Okay. I've already apologized for my cussing. Um, I'm thoroughly, thoroughly disappointed. I really am. They played a good team. I'm not going to take that from them people. They played a good team. They came out nicely on the last game. They won, but they're deploying. They got the inevitable just lingering around. They're not going to make it. They're going to
No,
on
no.
Monday. It's over with on Monday, Tuesday, whatever the next time they play.
I think it's Monday. It's gonna be over on Monday. I mean, I don't even think the Nuggets really wanted to win that game
I don't
last night.
want to do that
They
anymore.
wanted to. Yeah, I didn't think they really wanted to win it last night. Yeah, they pretended like, and they kept it close, but they wanted to win on their home floor, and that'll be on Monday. And I am extremely disappointed with the Lakers. I'm extremely disappointed with the coaching. I'm extremely disappointed with the playing. They have the tools. They have the tools, and they should. And when you look at it, the Lakers were ahead in the last 4 games by double digits
Mhm.
and lost. Last night they won, and it's really weird, man. Because so I don't bet on sports, but my brother and my wife decided, well, we're gonna bet you $1, right? And I'm like going, I bet $1 they're gonna lose, and I lost $2 last night. This is the most I've ever betted on a sporting team in the last 10 years. So, but yeah, I lost $2 last night on the Lakers.
I was talking to my brother the other day, and when the games come on, he's in Arizona. I'm obviously in Nevada, and we text back and forth during the games. And I reached out and asked him. I said, "Do you think the Lakers will ever have a legendary organization like they used to have back in the day?" And he said, "No,
No,
that ship is gone." There's your problem. There's your problem right there. You guys don't have any Laker culture. The
no,
culture of Laker is gone. That's what's gone. I fault the vice presidents, the president, and the dang recruiters. They're not recruiting quality people. I'm sorry. You're not recruiting quality people. And you got to stop this.
no.
You don't have a bench. The Lakers have no go-to people. They have
See,
no go.
man, when Magic left them, and I look at this thing like you said, the Lakers had a culture of excellence.
Mhm.
They had a culture of winning,
Mhm.
right? They had a culture that nothing was better. You had to be the best. Now I think individuals have to be the best. They're not looking at team culture, looking at individual culture. Um, yes, you know what? Listen, I was not a LeBron James fan, but LeBron James has proven himself. Okay, and so I am a LeBron James fan. I am not an Anthony Davis fan. Anthony Davis is not consistent to me. I mean, this guy should have been yeah, he did great, but he should be dominant every game.
Is with Anthony Davis is that he's a big man, but he don't want to be a big man.
I know.
You a big man, and he don't want to be. That's why
You
he's
want to be
always
a point guard or something like that. Yeah.
be a big man.
That's right. If he would just be a big man, he would be dominant.
Yeah.
He would be dominant, but that's not what he does. I mean, and I don't understand. I just don't. I'm looking at their way of play, and LeBron has given all. He's given his all, right? At 39 years old, this brother's out there playing ball, right, against 27-year-old boys, or men rather. But I just don't think that Anthony Davis has the same character that LeBron has. And then you got other people that are on the, Hasagawa. You have other people that are on the bench. Reeves, what's his name? Reeves, that are on, that are on the team that could actually play also. Again, they won last night, but they will not win on Monday. It's going to be over with. And then I think that the Laker organization is going to have to re-look at their whole, their whole plan, their whole everything.
I think what they need to do is come out and say, hey, look, everybody, we're gonna revamp this whole organization from this point to this point, and we're gonna get rid of all of them. It's gonna be 3, maybe 4 years for us to revamp.
Yeah. It'll be 4 years before they regroup and become, but then at least you have a culture again, and at least you'll be able to hold your head up. Like I was telling my brother and my wife last night, I said, look, man, the bottom line is y'all, they just don't know how. I lost a train of thought. I was reading something on the screen. They don't know this, like they don't know how to win. They don't know how to close. And I think that last night, they were, it's just an anomaly. I think that the Denver just wanted to win on their home court.
Yeah, I think they would have let them have that game. It gave it's a cursory game. It gave it to them. They gave it to them.
So we'll see on Monday, man. Definitely. And I tell you what, man. Oh man, Vegas is blowing up. When I was out in Vegas, man. Oh my God, they're getting ready. Oh, listen, man. Have you heard on the inside that there's going to be something called the NBA World down there where that train is going to pass, and that Vegas is going to get an NBA team?
I heard talk about it, but they've been talking about that for the last 2 years, but I don't know how true it is.
Well, yeah, I know that I think pretty well gonna know they're gonna get an NBA team.
You think LeBron's gonna be a part of it?
Say again?
You think LeBron James gonna be a part of it? He wants to.
He may be.
Yeah.
He may be. He may be a part of it.
Could he be the first player owner?
Now that would be good. That would be excellent. But yeah, I think that they're going to get an NBA team. I think there's that train and there's a whole where they're clearing out down there. They say it's going to be called NBA World or something like that. There's going to be a stadium and everything. It is.
Nevada has created, Las Vegas created a market, and you want to get involved in it because I think it's going to go nothing but up. So yeah,
it is. It really is. And I'm gonna tell you, do I agree with where they put Allegiant Stadium? No. But Allegiant Stadium is one of the most beautiful stadiums I've ever seen.
It is one of the best ones, but I think that one in LA got them beat, bro.
Oh yeah,
Charger Stadium.
Yeah,
Charger Rams and Chargers, wherever they play.
Charger Rams, yeah, I think it's the Chargers. Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous, man. That is.
I've never seen that one.
With waterfalls and water features all over the damn place. Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Same place where same place in the same area is where the new Clipper Stadium is going up.
Uh-oh.
out of the
So let me ask you something, man. What if, since there's a new Clipper Stadium going up,
say it.
what if the Lakers went to Vegas? Just a thought. Just a thought.
Wow. How about that one? They only need 2 teams in LA.
They don't. And if you look at it, they're building the Clippers Stadium. I was trying to find the Lakers game without having to go into one of those pay things yesterday, and I could find the Clippers big time. Couldn't find the Lakers. I mean, you could pay for it, yeah. But the Clippers, you can watch it on regular TV. I'm like, okay, right on.
Wow.
You never know. You never know what's going on there. You never know what's going on there, man.
You heard it right here.
Money is
on Info Blips.
You heard it first. That's right. You heard it first on Info Blips. All right, people, look. Yancy and I have depleted our verifiable information for today. And that part of it wasn't verifiable information. That was conjecture. Just so y'all know. But when it happens, give us our props. All right, guys. You guys take it easy. And we will talk to you next week. Yancy and I will talk to you next week. And we'll have more to give you about what's going on in the world, in the United States and around the world. All right, guys, take care.
Drop us a line, guys.
Please drop us a line. Let us know you're listening. Please, that is important to us. Okay, very important. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Peace.